Oh, welcome back. The video. Today's Saturday. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna go eat after this. So just a quick update. So last weekend, there wasn't really much to do. In terms of household, like clean up and stuff. There's not really much. Work on my I don't know if I said last week, but maybe last week was the first time was able to work on the security course, the portal that the school require. We used to test it out for my school. Yeah, it took a while. So I think last week was the first time. I mean, last weekend was the first time I worked on it. So I did chapter one. I finished chapter one, and I'm on chapter two now. For the test it out thing, it's similar to the security plus. It says it's compatible. But professor said that there's a lot of stuff. There's still some stuff that not really like needed, more like repetitive, and I can kind of see that now. Like I'm on chapter two now. It's for social engineering stuff. Section stuff. A lot of them are pretty repetitive, but still gotta do it. Then we're gonna have an exam on we're gonna have we will have an exam, but that will be due until next Thursday. So that's as far as the security course. So for my digital wallet group, that class, that's on a Tuesday. Oh yeah, and I didn't realize Monday was a President's Day. So well, not like it matters because I didn't have school on Monday. So yeah. Um, then the what's it called? The the my project management class. So we actually didn't learn that much during that day, like chapter wise, because we did last week we learned a lot about chapter one. This week we didn't learn about chapter two. Then I checked our school portal. I don't see we have a quiz, so maybe we do it next week. I'm not sure. We'll probably do it next week, cause yeah. So for the project, so the meeting didn't go well on the weekend because one of the guy, this guy is from he was in India and he just signed up for this class. Uh, so I wasn't really expecting too much. So it's not really I didn't, well, not gonna expect him because you just signed up for the class, so doesn't know what's going on. And the other guy, I think he's half Jap. He doesn't respond to emails. Yeah. So communication is already a problem. Cause I've been cause I sent out the email maybe on like, let me just check. Cause I give at least 24 hours, so I'm gonna check my, um, let me see. Okay, I sent out on Friday, uh, like 1 p.m. So the Japanese guy already contacted the Indian guy, so that was already taken care of. But I asked them if they can share me their Gmail, which didn't happen at all. Uh, we said let's work on the weekend, but the Indian guy he said he can't because he'll be arriving on Saturday night, so it could take 24 hours for him because layover and stuff. So very long distance. So I said let's just do it on Sunday or Monday. Uh, no response from the other Japanese guy. So, and I say, and on Monday night, I mean, that's the latest because nobody says anything on Sunday. I put a link. The Japanese guy didn't show up at all, but the Indian guy, he did show up, so we kind of talked a little bit. Yeah, the Japanese guy, not so, yeah, just email. How hard could it be? Yeah. Then he, on Tuesday when he showed up, he said, oh, sorry guys, I overlooked, or blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Then in class we had to work on like a business case type of stuff. Which we will have a meeting tomorrow with my group. Hopefully that goes well, or at least they show up at least. So we have a meeting about the digital wallet, uh, the use case, our audience, and those type of stuff. We kind of already work on it from my last semester project, so kind of integrate it to here. But we need to talk in a format as in what's it called? We had to put it in the website eventually, and the way we want to try to explain to the professor, it sounded more like an app. Well, she was kind of okay with it, but it's not that hard to turn an app to a website. We're gonna use the Wix platform, end of it. That's what she said. She was kind of against it because the whole thing started was let's have an idea. And when I was like the 2 weeks ago, have an idea. The professor was kind of okay. She actually kind of liked the digital wallet idea. Then all of a sudden she didn't like it. She didn't say this had to be feasible or will work or blah 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 blah. But now she kind of don't really like it because she said, "Oh, I don't, this shit, it wouldn't work." Or now the regulation that kind of makes sense and stuff. And they're kind of against it. But if she was kind of against it or like can give us like a comment like, "Oh, it is possible, but it's just a little bit difficult." So maybe she could give it a heads up rather than like, even though we didn't work on it, but it would be nice to just give a heads up. It's not hard. I mean, it's not hard at all. Cause it's not gonna involve with like the PCI stuff, like the payment card industry stuff. So just trying to keep it simple as possible. And that's the only regulation that I'm aware of. I mean, I'm sure there's like banking regulation and stuff, but I know car regulation is pretty even harder. So if we can eliminate some stuff need to follow, then why not? Yeah. So why not just eliminate the PCI part? I'm sure there are others, but that's the only one I can think of that can eliminate. Just less work, you know. And that's what I told her. I think she was kind of surprised. I kind of know what I'm talking about. Yeah. I mean, I guess the digital wallet is not really a good name because it just literally, well, you have it in a physical wallet, but you have it digitally. I guess it's just not good. An example is they say, oh, how do you compete with like Venmo, PayPal? Well, digital wallet. It's not just payment, it can do a lot more. Yeah, lol. But that's about it. So we work on a presentation that's due on Tuesday. So that's pretty much that. I hope my teammates show up. And for my security course, we were supposed to have a meeting on Zoom. I didn't know we were gonna have a meeting on Zoom, but we were because my professor's going to a Star Trek cruise uh, on Friday. But he said there was some storm or because the weather wasn't good the past few days, so it wasn't good. So he couldn't do the schedule meeting. So he just let us work on our own. Then he would extend the assignments that's due for next week instead of this week, which I already finished, so it wasn't really a problem. Yeah. Then next time when we meet, then we have the exam like I talked about earlier. I think it's just chapter one, chapter two. And then it's only like one attempt, and I think it's on time, something like that. So far it's not that bad. Though of course, just a lot. Uh, Vocabs. I guess vocab is the right word. Then just gotta remember a lot of them. So far it's not that bad. It's not the stuff I learned. It's not even technical at all. Like learning about the security layers. You need to know what's in a security layer. Like all 7 layers. I think it's 7. I can't remember. I remember like the network, the firewall perimeter, something like that. I don't know. But I think if I look at the question, I think I'll be able to answer it. unless I cannot really come on top of my head right now. I don't, I'm not that good. But I think if I read the question, I think I'm okay. Cause so far for the quizzes that each section have, I do well. I haven't failed yet. I did fail one of them, but they can always I can always redo it. I'm unlimited attempts, so it's not that bad. So far so good. Yeah. Then that's that. Then I don't know if I shared last week, but I did buy the hydroponic parts. I bought the PVC pipe, so I ended up buying them from Home Depot. Uh, I tried going to pick it up on Monday. No, Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. I was supposed to pick up after school because it's nearby my school. I didn't pick it up because I forgot. So I ended up going after going to gym, no school, then gym go pick it up. Then I forgot that I was supposed to measure my car because see if I can even take it. 'Cause it's 10 feet long, and my car's a Prius, so it cannot fit. So that was a big dummy of me. So I think my dad's SUV can take it, so we're gonna try his SUV. Uh, then cause we don't have like we don't have a cutter at all. So yeah, so that's kind of caused like some inconvenience. Cause some inconvenience for it. Uh, yeah, so that can't be done at all. And I don't have a cutter because it was like a Home Depot Pro shop, I think. So it's just mostly like materials and stuff. So I'm not sure, but yeah, and I don't want to cut it just in case we change our mind. Ideally, we're supposed to keep it cut it in half for 5 feet, so that's our height. So keep it like that, so it shouldn't be that tall. But just in case, I don't want to do it because I don't have experience in cutting stuff like that. Uh, no, because the only experience I have is using a saw. So, yeah, probably shouldn't do that. And it's not cheap because the tube is $50 each. And on yesterday, or basically like 1 a.m. 1 a.m. today, I bought the rest of the parts. Uh, bought rest of the parts. Some of them are from Amazon, Lowe's, and Home Depot. Mostly Lowe's, but there was some payment problem, so I didn't really finish checkout for Lowe's. But the Home Depot and Amazon, those are done and taken care of. Yeah. So for the Lowe's, I'll try it again afterwards. If it still doesn't work, then maybe try with a different payment method or have to go in person. Cause I have to go pick it up in person anyways. Cause if I do delivery, I know there's like a free shipping after a certain amount, but I still have to pay shipping for this one particular. It's like a PVC pipe. It can handle like 600 psi or something. That one costs $80 to deliver, so not doing that. So I gotta go there anyways. Yeah, so that's pretty much it really for the hydroponic. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it really. And the digital wallet. So given that learn about it, well, have to keep in mind of it. This is because the project it gave me kind of an idea like the digital wallet I want to do personally. So I think that is not. I think it'll be better because based on the opportunity cost. I think it'll be better if I outsource somebody to at least get the basics done, to get the whole mobile app development, at least the basic, because I look at the price, they're pretty expensive. So I think basics will just do. I don't need to go that in depth. And obviously I'll look at the requirements. And the service I'll be using, I've been looking is on Fiverr. Yeah, I don't have the talent of that. I don't know how to get started. I always need like assistance for that, or at least somebody to start there. I can kind of work on it. Just don't have that skill. Even for like the mock-up, I have trouble just even coming up with my own. And even if I use somebody else, I also have that kind of problem because deciding on stuff. So I'm not very good at coming up with stuff. So that's not my talent. My dad keeps bothering me. He keeps walking. I don't like recording when somebody's in here, but yeah, so to edit is later, thanks to him. Yeah. Anyways, something about the wallet. So basically, I had to outsource somebody. I cannot do it on my own, and it is price is pretty hefty for at least the basic ones. Maybe like a good $500. But I just need the basic. I just need a start. Because again, I don't know anything about uh, the technical stuff for mobile app platform. I only have some transferable skills that can be in it. I like for let's say database for example. I assume that it's gonna be just MySQL because they're gonna be pretty much structured, or MongoDB or unstructured. I'm not sure. Because most of the stuff would be pretty much default, right? Like set amount. They could be unset because the dollar and stuff. Yeah, I'm not sure because there's only only that many stuff that I can know. Yeah. So my plan just really just be like the lead and project manager. I don't want to be technical. That's just not my skill. But I do know I have the skill to know overall of stuff. Not that this is just an example for. I mean, not an example. This is just based on experience that I have for others when working on my other projects and also school projects. So that's always been my skill. So I just do that instead. And yeah, if I can't be technical, then that's that. Yeah, and I also do not have the interest to be full technical. I like to do like I know troubleshooting is not like oh wow, that's a skill. No, it is a skill, but it's not like the number one you say first. But I really like troubleshooting. Like overall, like even though I don't know, let's say I don't know Swift, but I would like to troubleshoot that instead of like starting everything on Swift. And that's just like the language for iOS. So and I know nothing about it. I definitely do not know anything about iOS, the Swift because I never took that class and I never learned anything and I don't even have an iPhone. So but Java will be kind of something I'm familiar with because I took that class like almost 2 years ago. Yeah, so it's been some time, but there's still some stuff that I recognize. But I don't think they use Java anymore. Maybe like Kotlin, for Android. So yeah, I'm sure there's some transfer skill in it, but it will not be technical. I will not be full technical, so I'll definitely have to outsource somebody. Yeah, and based on the time that will take, because I'm also in a bad situation because because the job market is not good. Definitely, and I think everybody knows that. So I think it'll be better to spend my time focus on my field. Like I want to get into security. I need to focus on that field. Like I also want like for this project, I want to work with people that who's already in that field and who likes their field. So like for example, I want to find somebody who like software development, then they'll be a good candidate, and it would make sense for them to do that role only rather than they do like project management or like some SRE or security. That doesn't make sense. They should do what they're good at and also what they'll learn going forward, especially when you go to a real world job. Yeah, so that's my example, but I don't even have other people right now, so it's just me right now. So yeah, so we'll see when that happens, but just keep it updated. I'm not forgetting about I said the app that I'll be working on. There's just a lot of stuff in the background that I don't really share because it takes some time and also I mean I could there could be a series about that. Maybe I'll do that. But I'll just keep it as the website for now because my project management class we got end up having it on the website. So why don't I just do that? For the app, there wouldn't really be that much to it because it's gonna have to outsource somebody. So I'll see how I put together. But yeah, I'll start documenting uh of the whole process from nothing to an app. Yellow. But yeah, that's pretty much it really. This weekend I did go well this Well, today I have to go to the old lady house. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I'll update when there's something new next week.